It all started in January 1960. Frank Sinatra arrived to start filming the original Ocean's 11 movie. Joining him were Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and comedian Jody Bishop. This started the Rat Pack.
But Shark has pretty teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. Just the jackknife has old MacHeath bait, and he keeps it way out of sight.
Well, the shark bites with his teeth, dear. Scarlet pillow, they start to spread. Fancy clothes, though, where's all that he made? Though there's never a trace of red.
Clap, goddammit! On the sidewalk one Sunday morning, lies a body just oozing light. Someone sneaking around the corner. Could that someone perhaps with chance speak at the night?
Francis Albert Sinatra, also known as Frank Sinatra, was an American singer and film actor, beginning his musical career in the swing era as a voice singer with Harry James and Tommy Dorsey. Sinatra found success as a solo artist from the early to mid-1940s after being signed by Columbia Records in 1943. Being the idol of the Bobby Soxers, he released his first album, The Voice of Frank Sinatra, in 1946. His professional career had stalled by the early 1950s, but it was reborn in 1953 after he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his performance in From Here to Eternity. He signed with Capitol Records in 1953 and released several critically lauded albums such as In the Wee Small Hours, Songs for Swinging Lovers, Come Fly With Me, Only the Lonely, and Nice and Easy. Sinatra toured internationally, was a founding member of the Rat Pack, and fraternized with celebrities and statesmen, including President John F. Kennedy. Sinatra turned 50 in 1965 and recorded the retrospective September of My Years, starred an Emmy-winning television special Frank Sinatra, A Man and His Music, and scored hits with Strangers in the Night and My Way. Frank Sinatra became famous in the early 1940s when his unique love singing style made teenage girls salivate at the lips and swoon to his performances. His annual income was estimated at nearly $4 million in 1940. Holy Sinatra, buddies! He was arrested in 1938 for adultery and seduction, which was a crime back then. Sinatra was very close friends with President John F. Kennedy and contributed to his campaign as well. It's no wonder Sinatra and his kindred crew of high-living, hard-drinking, skirt-chasing buddies loved the scene of Las Vegas. From the late 50s until they began to splinter apart in the mid-60s, they were showbiz's unraveled kings of swing, quick with equipped cats who could swagger in any joint, from the Sands to Sardi's, and make it the most.
Dino Paul Crocetti, also known as Dean Martin, was born on June 7, 1917. He was an American singer, actor, comedian, and film producer. He was one of the most popular and enduring American entertainers of the mid-20th century. Martin was nicknamed the King of Cool for his seemingly effortless charisma and self-assertiveness. He was a member of the Rat Pack and a star in concert stage nightclubs, recordings, motion pictures, and television. He was the host of the television variety program The Dean Martin Show, which ran from 1965 to 1974, and The Dean Martin Celebrity Roast, which ran from 1974 to 1985.
Samuel George Davis Jr. was an American entertainer, as was the same with the Rat Pack. Primarily a dancer and a singer, he was also an actor of stage and screen, musician, and impressionist. Noted for his impressions of actors and other celebrities. At the age of 3, Davis began his career in vaudeville with his father and Will Maston as the Will Maston Trio, which toured nationally. After military service, Davis returned to the trio. Davis became an overnight sensation following a nightclub performance at Ciro's after 1951 academic awards. With the trio, he became a recording artist in 1954. He lost his left eye in an automobile accident, and several years later, he converted to Judaism.
February 3rd, 1918. Joseph Abraham Gottlieb was born, also known as Joey Bishop. He was an American entertainer who appeared on television as early as 1948 and eventually starred in his own weekly comedy series, playing a talk show host. Then later hosted a late-night talk show. He later became a member of the Rat Pack.
Peter Sidney Ernest Lawford, also known as Peter Lawford, was born in London, England. He was a member of the Rat Pack and brother-in-law to John F. Kennedy. He was more famous for his off-screen activities than his acting. From the 1940s to the 1960s, he had a strong presence in pop culture and starred in a number of highly acclaimed films.
Well, Prince, shabanga banga boom bomb. I first saw the Rat Pack in 1959 and I was hooked. My wife was hooked. She'd yell at me when I came home from work and be like, "Honey, why can't you be like Frank? He's probably great." And I would be like, "I'm sorry, I'm just a stockbroker and miserable." Well, fellas, what is your favorite Rat Pack song? Well then.
As you could tell, the Rat Pack had a very diverse fan group. Those three fellows happen to be high.
Jake, you're always acting like a girl when you're hungry.
Oh my god, Anthony, shut up!
Try some M&Ms. Feeling better now, buddy?
Oh yeah, you wanna go lift?
M&Ms. Change your personality.
There's a slight duplication here, but I don't think you'll mind too much. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in. I've said to myself, this affair, it never will go so well. But why should I try to resist when, baby, I know damn well that I've got you under my skin. I would sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice. Comes in the night, it repeats in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you ain't never gonna win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. Because I've got you under my skin.
Welcome to the Jay Leno Show. We got a group of special guests tonight, the Rat Pack. Dean Martin, come on out. What's up, bro? What's up? Sammy Davis Jr. Joey Bishop. Frank Sinatra. Peter Lawford couldn't be here. He has a family dinner with the Kennedys. True story. Cut it, dude.
Jefferson Steel Flex, Steel Flex Automotives. We have new and used vehicles.
Here's a 2015 Jeep Liberty. We got tires, we got mirrors, we got windows, we got doors. Oh my God, it's even got a sunroof! So the next time you're looking for a new or used vehicle, come to Steel Flex Automotive. Just ask for Jet. Hoorah.
Welcome back to the Jay Leno Show. Our first question is for Sammy Davis Jr. Sammy, what was it like being the only black person in the whole group?
Yo, man, it was gratifying.
My next question is for Joey B. Joey, who's the craziest cat in the whole group?
Had to be my man, Sammy. Nah, but on the real, Frankie.
All right, we're back with Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra. Our first question is for Frank. It's well known that you were arrested at age 23 in 1938 for carrying on with a married woman. Care to elaborate on that?
Well, you know, Jay, when you're 23, you know, a lot goes through your head, you know, especially being a young man. The city, you know, pretty good looking guy, girls come on to me, you know, what am I gonna do? Say no to the girl?
Sure, what we're all wondering was, this woman married, Frank?
Hey, don't ask, don't tell, right, Jay?
Right. So you get to hear from one person tonight, Dean Martin of the Rat Pack. Dean, tell us a little bit about how your rock star status in life and constantly going to different performances really led into your drug abuse.
Question, Jay. Well, the rockstar life is pretty awesome. I loved every minute of it. You know, there was women everywhere.
A lot of women, huh?
Yeah, a lot of women.
Frank, a lot of women? A lot of women.
A lot of alcohol, a lot of nights where I woke up, didn't know where I was, with strange women. A lot of drugs.
What kind of drugs, Dean? I'm sure everyone wants to know.
You know,
Yeah, drugs?
Hey, the popular celebrity drug cocaine ran my life.
Dean, how'd you get involved in cocaine?
You know, it just comes with the rockstar life, I believe. Every great musician has done cocaine.
I don't know if that's quite true, but many of them probably did.
Yeah, many of them. You know, traveling as the rockstar life, it's just hard. You're never home. You know, you can't like settle down. I wasn't really ready to settle
Dean, let me
down.
stop you for a second. Frank, I'm sure everyone wants to know. Have you ever done cocaine? Frank Sinatra, you heard it here first. Cocaine.
Well, Prince, shebanga banga boom bomb.
No, you gotta say it like you said it the first time. Well, Mr. Shebanga Banga Boom Bop, when I got back from Nam, the only thing to really soothe me was Rat Pack concert. So what I did, I headed up to Vegas, went to see the Rat Pack, and I loved them so much that.
Shut up!